Good morning, guys. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast for the week ending 4th September 2020. Thank you guys for your patience. Was away for the weekend, so got back very late yesterday. That's why the video is only coming out today. But anyway, let's get right into it. This week's pivot point for the week USD CAD. The pivot point for this week is at 132. Sorry. 132,400. So that is the pivot point. So what we need is to see the USD CAD trying to go up again until here, which is at the 1.32400 zone. So that's where we're going to be looking into selling the pair. Then the next one is the USD Swiss franc, and the pivot point there is 0.91. Where is the USD Swiss franc? Just here. The pivot point is at 0.9161, which is last week's one, where we exactly had it. So what we want to see is to see the market going up again into this, like obviously touching the top of this range again. And that's what we're going to be looking into selling. But if it continues down, then we're just going to let it go and let it be for the time being. Then the Euro USD, the Euro dollar, where is it here? The Euro dollar's pivot point for this week is at 117,500, around this zone. 117 here, 117.5. So what we want to do is to see the market rotate lower, and then we're going to buy at this zone, right? Then, oh yes, and we're going to be buying all the way to 120 here. And the USD Swiss franc, we're going to be selling all the way to 0.89. The USD CAD from 1.324, we're going to be selling all the way to 129. Forgot to mention the target zones. And for the pound US dollar, we got the pivot point for buy at 130,500. 130,500. So sooner or later we're gonna see the market. We're gonna see the pound rotate lower, and we're gonna be seeing the USD XXX pairs rotate higher to go and retest the pivot point, and that's why we're gonna be looking into getting into the market. Then the gold, we haven't been covering gold for some time because we couldn't get a right pivot point. So this week's pivot point for the gold is at 1902, which is around this zone here, down here. Sorry, 1902. So we're gonna wait for the pair to get here. I mean, the commodity pair to get here, and we're gonna be buying all the way in, all the way to all the way to 2130 and 220. So all the way higher, like from here we're going to be buying all the way to 2130 zone and 2200 zone. So that's a few hundred pips right there on the gold alone. And the USD JPY, our pivot point here, it's at 105.08. So 105.08, which is around this zone. So we want to see this pair come here. Then we're going to be buying all the way to 108 and even 109.85 zone. So we just want to see rotation to this level here, 105. I think this is going to be our first entry for this week. Then we're going to be buying all the way in. And that's it for this week's pivot point. And remember, guys, sometimes we wait for a pivot point, and the pair breaks that zone. So what you need to do is have the patience and wait and see what happens when it gets to that level. But what we do is that we have pending orders so that when the market gets to that pivot point, it opens the pair automatically. So as soon as it opens the pair and you're in profit, then you move in the stop loss so that you don't lose the trade, and then you let it ride, because obviously when the trade gets to the area of interest, um, there's no way that it won't react. So I mean, a pair, there's no way it won't react. So as soon as it, obviously when it reacts, it's gonna get into a profit and out of profit sometimes. But if you've realized that most pivot points, especially when we get into the right zone, like especially when we wait and get into, like for example here on the USD JPY, and we wait and we get in at 105.08, the pair bounces automatically and it starts rising like crazy and too quickly. So there's no time for you to actually wait and see what's going on. I would just get in at that zone, because you know that even if it's a losing trade, you won't lose much. But when it's a winning trade, you're obviously gonna gain like a few hundred pips, because also that's what happens with us, especially in the premium channel. If a trade is a losing trade, most of the time you'll find that we're losing only 7 pips. Whereas if we won, we're going to be winning over 300 pips or 400 pips. So the risk ratio is very great, because we already know, okay, when we enter a trade, we want to lose as minimal as possible, and we want to gain as much as we can. So that is the idea that makes us obviously make a bit of money on that end, and make us grow these accounts. So, guys, without wasting more of your time, I want to thank you. And we still have one spot left for the lifetime membership for the $90, and this is going to be the last time we're gonna be giving out lifetime membership for only $90. So if you want to get in, just make sure that you inbox or you PM, whatever, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Just make sure that you get a hold of us, and we can give you that spot. And that will be the end of it. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your week further. Bye.